On this week's episode, we're pulling double duty by recording 2 shows in one day and by having 2 guests in the house. Dan the Man and Tim Chugga Chugga Fresh are here to talk Halloween time at the parks. Hey, what's with those prices for Mickey's Halloween party? Are we excited for the new decorations at DCA? And will Cars Land live up to how it looks at Christmas? As always, we've got more Fat Time in the Parks reviews and reveals. Also, MaxPass, Rivers of America, smoking sections, and more on this dead episode of the MousePIRE Podcast. Hi, I'm Anthony.
I'm Shadow. I'm Diggs.
And welcome to MousePIRE, your source for Star Wars, Disney, and everything in between. This is the podcast where both empires collide.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Apprentice lives.
What is this?
Together in the tiki room, all the birds sing words and the flowers croon. In the tiki room.
Made you look.
Hey there, people. What's up, Anthony? No, there's no birthday, so shut up.
What are you talking about? It's our birthday.
Mine's coming
yes.
up. Mine's on Saturday. Or Sunday. I don't even know my own birthday.
Yeah, good job.
Well, happy birthday.
I was going to say, how are you going to tell me there's no birthday? Because it's our birthday.
I forget things. Hello.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but once again, before we get to that, we have 2 guests here, and one is Dan the Man, who just started talking already.
Sorry, man.
And Tim Chugga Chugga Fresh is back.
They've somehow convinced me to return.
Yes, we did. And you will be able to hear him this week, hopefully.
I'm going to try harder.
So, yeah.
I have to keep my mouth closer to the receptacle.
There you go.
Ooh.
Just don't flush it. But yes, we turned 2.
Yes. Terrible twos?
Yes, Terrible Twos with Anthony every year.
Whatever.
So yes, we are celebrating our 2nd anniversary as a MousePIRE Podcast. Pretty cool. We've come a long way. We've grown up, huh, Dan?
You have grown up. Getting
And
old.
out.
Might even be potty trained.
Not yet. We're getting there.
So, 2-year anniversary and a couple more weeks, and you guys will be hearing our 100th episode. We have special things lined up for that, but more about that not now.
Not now.
You'll find out when the 100th episode comes out.
And we'll find out what those things are when we find out.
Exactly. But we have a lot of park news to get to, and then after that, we will have to be recording a completely different, most likely, episode that will include the rest of your D23 and San Diego Comic-Con news.
And
because, there was a little thing called San Diego Comic-Con that happened this past weekend.
I don't think it's that little.
No, I don't think so either. It was little in Disney news, though, but there was definitely a lot of news. We have that on top of the rest of D23. But first, let's get to this park stuff so we can try to get through that as soon as possible.
Yeah, so we're going to start with Halloween.
This is Halloween because it's never too early for that. I don't even know what that was.
I don't either, but yeah, Halloween at the Disneyland Resort. And they announced that the Disneyland Resort is going to expand their Halloween festivities. They will actually have some Halloween overlay over at DCA for the first time. And, well, actually not really the first time.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I knew this was coming up.
The trick-or-treat parties started
Yeah.
at DCA.
But they didn't have too much overlay over there. But
They didn't.
but one of the first overlays was when they had those candy corns, those big candy corns in the middle, right there by the old water fountain.
Wave pool.
Yeah, that wave pool thing.
The sun fountain.
Yeah, the
Yes.
sun fountain. They had candy corn and everything.
It was like doing the wave with a wave.
Yeah.
One direction.
I never
and then
saw.
the other.
I never saw these candy corn you speak of.
Yeah, they had
so
these-
that's good because I hate candy corn.
The problem
Really?
thing to do with candy corn is
Candy
to
corn's
just throw it
yummy.
away.
Exactly.
How can you guys have fat guys time without candy corn?
I don't like
There's
candy
other
corn.
kinds of candy though.
Candy corn's for people who have no taste buds.
What about Peeps?
Ooh, I love
Okay,
Peeps.
yeah, we're good there.
Anthony does like them, but that's a good thing because when we do our trick or treat, he gives me his Peeps.
Exactly. I liked them when I was a kid, but now they're just like I'd rather have a marshmallow.
Circus peanuts?
Oh, peanuts.
Circus
There's always room.
No, those are good.
Oh,
Yeah. I like
oh,
circus
is that
peanuts.
that powder? Ew.
It's just basically like sugar.
No,
That's
it's,
shaped
a,
like a
it's like
peanut.
a marshmallow sort of.
Yeah. They're
but it's-
good. They
but
kind of melt in
they're
your mouth.
not me.
thicker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Moving on.
moving back.
Halloween. How does it go?
Halloween. Yeah, so
Hey, a lot of people reported incorrectly that the Halloween party had moved to.
yeah,
because people don't know how to read.
yes.
That's because that's what's happening probably next year.
Well, the thing is when they see that you are getting a ticket for DCA and Disneyland, as they call it, a park hopper for the Halloween event, they assume that the party is at DCA because they read those stupid, things that we don't talk about on this show. So they read those stupid websites and they believe it, and they're all
Fake news?
yes.
Oh, CNN?
Yes, and they no Fox News. That's what it is.
Oh.
So they
Whoa.
assume
Shots fired.
he doesn't like Fox News. Oh, but he is Fox.
Shots fired.
What?
Fox News over here.
Oh, well, fake news.
CNN. Fake news. They're all fake news.
So they assume.
So would this be Fox and Friends right here?
Yes.
Which one of us is the fox?
So they assume that it's happening over there, but it's not. But we'll get to that in a minute. I just want to go over what's going on.
Yeah, because real quick, when you go to the details of Mickey's Halloween Party in the app, it doesn't mention DCA anywhere in Mickey's Halloween Party. So I don't understand where the misunderstanding came from.
Fox News.
Right, exactly.
Clearly.
So it says here that Cars Land will get all gussied up
Whoa.
with four-wheeled frights as the citizens of Radiator Springs don their Halloween costumes and decorate their home to celebrate Halloween.
If it's anything like Christmas in Cars Land, it should be
Oh,
good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
It'd be
agree.
really
Definitely.
good.
That's the best layover in DCA.
Maybe they'll even put costumes like on the cars that move around. That would be interesting. I'd like that.
It says from Fillmore's Jack Oil Lanterns and Flo's Spider Car to Witchy Miss Lizzie's shop. Everybody's doing all they can to turn Radiator Springs into Radiator Screams.
Hey, you know what looks really cool that's not in Cars Land? This swarm of black bats that's going to be going around the Carthay Circle bell tower. I want to know how they're going to do that.
They're just going to get the bats and throw them up there and
Oh, okay.
super glue.
Constantly.
Oh, they're going to have a thing going around with cheese on it.
Ooh, jeez.
Because, bats are just rats with wings. Oh. I thought it was just the Joker who just said that.
Of course, the guests in Cars Land will be able to experience some of their favorite Cars Land attractions in new ways as Mater's Junkyard Jamboree becomes Mater's Graveyard Jamboree. Boo.
Whoa, boo.
And Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters transforms into Luigi's Honkin' Halloween.
Whoa.
Maybe I'll actually ride that now. I haven't been on it.
You've never been on that?
Not as the country music whatever situation. So, but as Halloween songs, like if they're gonna play,
They will play Halloween songs.
but you think they'll play like the Monster Mash? or
I
something
wouldn't
like-
see why not.
If they play Monster Mash or something like that,
Yeah.
I'll be all about it.
'Cause
I wonder if we'll get a special remix like we did. You remember that year they had all the scarols for the Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, I like those. I miss those.
Yeah, I have that CD. I really like
Oh,
those.
really?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
that would be pretty cool. Seeing as how the ride is kind of music based anyway, that would actually be pretty cool.
The Monster Mash.
'Cause they did do Christmas songs during Christmas time.
I don't know any of the other
Yeah,
words.
they did. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty cool. What'd you say?
I don't know any of the other words. The Monster Mash.
So besides the bats, They're going to have bats up in their belfry at the Carthay Circle, but there will also be a giant silhouette of Oogie Boogie.
Whoa.
It doesn't really specify where that's going to be. It just says it's over Beckon's guest through the main entrance, but
It's going to be where the Summer of Heroes are.
oh, so
Has
it's
to be.
going to be not an actual silhouette like on the ground, or on the side of a building. It's just going to be like he's
Yeah.
going to be on the. Oh, okay, that's the silhouette they're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh,
it actually does say here on the main entrance.
You know what?
You know what? I read.
Well, it just says beckons through the main entrance, but
Yeah,
then it
there you
mentions
go.
swarms of bats at the Carthay Circle. So I thought maybe something would be going on between.
That would make sense.
You're right, but the bats. So yeah, so it'll look pretty cool. The little silhouette there on the front entrance will look really cool. I like it. Also on Buena Vista Street is going to be a Headless Horseman statue.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't really specify what he's going to be doing. If it's going to be like, is it going to be like one of those human statue type things where he's just going to be standing there and he's going to scare people?
Probably not.
Because it just says, "Hey, heed the Headless Horseman statue. Its menacing presence on Buena Vista Street is simply spine-chilling."
Whoa.
Can you say that again? Can
Spine-chilling.
you say it again normally? Because I don't know what you mean.
Spine-chilling.
Spine chilling.
Spine-chilling.
Scary stuff.
Yes.
He was thinking about chili.
Ooh, I was thinking about that
I
too,
was
actually.
chili over French fries
Ooh.
Yeah.
with cheese.
Getting back to Cars Land real quick, it does mention that the various Cars characters will be striking a pose in hilarious Halloween Cars tombs. Oh, I get it. Okay. Superhero Lightning, Vampire Mater, and more.
This could mean like an interesting popcorn bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, true. You know what it'll be? I know, I call it right now. The Headless Horseman's head.
Like Mickey said?
So back over at Disneyland, we will be having our usual stuff: Haunted Mansion Holiday, Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy,
Will there,
Dia
be,
de los Muertos. What?
will there be a new gingerbread house? They announced the design this year. Those are always fun.
Well, they don't usually announce those until what, September-ish?
Yeah.
Like a couple
Right,
weeks
right before it goes in.
Right.
Yeah.
So of course Disneyland will have all their usual decorations and everything on Main Street and everywhere else. Over there in Frontierland, they will be having their whole usual Dia de los Muertos skeleton display, face painting, and all that stuff with treats.
I like treats.
Yeah, I like treats.
They're giving
are
out
good.
treats?
Trees or treats?
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
I heard treats.
okay, I did say treats.
Okay. Yeah,
Now, is this is expanded a little this year because you think
Because of Coco.
Coco?
Most likely, and we'll get to more of that in a minute after we get done with the regular Halloween stuff, because there's going to be a whole new thing going over at DCA relating to the dead people. Did you see this thing about the in-room celebration for the hotel guests?
no.
It's very interesting. Rock the Shock Factor. Guests of the Disneyland Resort Hotel can order an in-room celebration replete with startling surprises, gory goodies, and tomb-tastic treats.
Oh, more treats.
Just stay tuned to Disneyland Resort Hotels in-room celebrations for more information on those later on, I imagine. Now, of course, that's all the normal happenings during the regular hours at Disneyland Resort. But what about Halloween Party?
I like to party.
Do we like to party?
I love to party, but I don't
Let's
like
get into
the
But
cost.
for $105?
Yeah, let's just talk about that real quick. That it went up again. What, about $20 per night or something like that? I can tell you right now that by next year there will be no dates under $100 by next year, unless they do move it to DC8 and they lower it back down, because people are going to be to assuage those who are pissed off. But I don't really see that happening.
No, that's not going to happen.
Because right now it's starting at $95, but yeah, like I said, by next year that'll be well over $100. So then that's not what, 2 dates only at $95.
Yep.
The September 20th and September 27th, the 2 Wednesdays, and that's it. And then everything else is at least $105 and up. So yeah, they already had. We forgot to announce it last week, but they already had pre-orders basically for annual pass holders. So if annual pass holders, you should have already gotten your tickets, and if not, then well, just wait for everybody else. And then I wouldn't be surprised if those cheap dates go pretty quickly.
Yeah, so that means we need to get our tickets quick.
Are you going?
Probably.
Because this might be the last year. Yeah, we're going to try to do it as well.
If I go, it'll probably be my last year going.
Well, why don't we let me know what date you guys are going to do it.
So don't forget, if you guys are planning on going to the Mickey's Halloween party, get your tickets now. I will be posting the dates soon on Instagram and all that, so you guys will have the dates for that. And don't forget, if you snooze, you lose. And don't be one of those people who are on every Facebook page, just like Tim's page.
I'm on every. I am a member.
No.
Of
I'm talking about those people saying, "Does anyone have a ticket for because I was so stupid and I forgot to get mine."
We don't allow that anymore. We don't allow people to ask for park tickets. We don't allow people to ask for sign-ins. We don't allow people to ask for Club 33 hookups.
Oh, there you go. You know what? I actually got a personal message asking me if I can get them into Club 33.
Well, you'd have to direct them to Shadow.
Exactly. So, yeah, get your tickets now before they sell out so you guys are not those stupid people complaining.
And just be warned that you may see a different pattern of selling out this year than what's normal, because usually you see closer to Halloween selling out first, the weekends, and then maybe the last weekends, but you may see all of the cheaper days selling out first in this case because of it going so high. So we'll see what happens. As far as the party itself, it looks like the usual, at least the same lineup as last year. You got Ride of the Headless Horseman, which was really cool. You got the Halloween Screams fireworks celebration, trick-or-treat stations, hopefully if it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
Your usual meet and greets with Disney villains and popular Disney pals and maybe Jose. Brand new for the Mickey's Halloween party this year is souvenir Disney PhotoPass photos taken during the event with unlimited PhotoPass downloads to enjoy later.
That's trying to make up for the price.
Yeah.
Right.
They're giving you something that costs them almost nothing.
How kind of them. Very kind of them.
Oh, yeah. And then...
just so they can take it away later if you don't renew.
Now, and then also new for Mickey's Halloween party, which is what's causing a confusion of where the Mickey's Halloween party is actually taking place, is the ability to visit both Disneyland Park and Disney's California Adventure with special event ticket during Mickey's Halloween party. Entry to either park begins 3 hours before the party start time. So that means you can go to DCA with the ticket, but nothing's happening at DCA.
Basically, it's a Twilight ticket from 4 p.m. on. You can go to either park.
So, but Mickey's Halloween party stuff, it will only be happening at Disneyland for now.
From 7 p.m.
Right. And then there will also, once again, be a Mickey's Halloween party dining package at the Blue Bayou, which will have additional costs, and we'll probably most likely hear more about that at a later date, and we can tell you all about that. Once again, a reminder that there's absolutely no smoking at Mickey's Halloween party.
Ooh.
At all?
At all. That's been like that for a couple.
But what about in the one and only designated smoking area?
Not during Halloween's party.
No smoking.
No smoking at all. It's always been like that.
Yep.
Just a reminder about costuming guidelines. If you are unsure about whether your costume will be accepted, make sure you go on to the Disneyland website and check their costume guidelines, because if you're not sure, make sure you look. And if you're still unsure, then don't do it.
I'm bringing lots of toy guns.
Wait, so you could go to D23 dressed in costume, looking really good. But if you go to the park dressed like that, you look too much like a Disney character and can't do that.
Truth.
Mind blown.
Right. And don't have that cape that's longer than like...
No capes. No
capes, except for, it can be in the middle of your back.
No capes. Edna said no capes.
And, of course, over there in New Orleans on the Rivers of America, of course, we'll have the Cadaver Dans, which is always a favorite of ours to make sure we go check out. Question, do you think if we move to DCA, will they take the Cadaver Dans and put them on the lake or something?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. No, I mean, I think they could put them on
or they maybe just have a stage with them performing on stage.
Well, no, they do.
Yeah.
If they move Halloween to DCA, they'll probably do a cut-down World of Color show in lieu of the fireworks, right?
Agreed.
So there won't be a Disneyland. Maybe they'll just do a fireworks show general public, but they would probably do a cut-down World of Color show, and it would make sense that leading up to the World of Color show, kind of where Goofy's conductor thing goes on.
Yeah, the
Maybe
little
they put the cadaver Dans out there. Does that make
That'd be
sense?
cool.
You'll
Yeah.
get Fright and Dime.
Right and dime. Oh yeah, okay. There you go. Maybe they'll do that instead.
It seems like
Fright and Dime.
they've used their in-park entertainment because it kind of fits the theme a little bit more than moving the Dans, who are so well known at Disneyland over there.
It's like the Five and Dime, but zombified.
Yeah, Fright and
I
Dime.
would like that.
I'm going to trademark that.
You do that. I'll make the sticker. All right, so announced also this past weekend or week, whenever it was, DCA is going to get invaded by some dead people. It's pretty cool. I like it. They're bringing the Day of the Dead over to DCA, of course, is going to be in conjunction with Coco coming up. That's pretty cool. I talked about this before, that I love that time of year. I was always intrigued by it. And just to give you a little history why, when I was in kindergarten, my mom worked at the school I went to. I was in her office, and there was this lady next to her who had a whole bunch of the skeletons and things on the desk, and I was like, what's that? And they explained it to me, and after all that, just seeing the skeletons and the different colors they used, and yeah, I always loved it, so I think it was because of that why I love.
Did she ask you, like, aren't you brown? Don't you know these things?
No, because I didn't know anything about that.
You know, honestly, that's caught on a lot more in the last few years than it did even with me growing up. Because I didn't celebrate that growing up, but when I started to learn culture in college and stuff, that's kind of when it hit. And my kids go to school and they learn about that stuff too. So it's kind of caught on from there. But no, when I was little, I didn't know anything about it. And it really has gotten big the last couple of years. Disney's
Agreed.
In the right frame of mind to put out this movie at this time because it's big right now.
I know when they announced the movie, I was just like, oh, wow. I was like, I'm really looking forward to seeing this. And if I get a free screening of it, of course I'm there. But if I don't, I will be there opening day to check that out. Good job there, cracking your eyes, Tim.
So, did we get the vibe that it's a little bit kind of like the Book of Life, though? Like they missed the mark?
No, because I think the Book of Life did well enough that Disney thought we can probably do this bigger and better.
Right. I believe that.
The Book of Life was good, but are they still doing anything?
Was that Disney?
The Book of Life, no.
Okay, that was DreamWorks or somebody, right?
I think it was
but
DreamWorks.
Okay.
Independently made. DreamWorks just
Right.
released it.
Are they still doing no, before in Frontierland was I can't even think of the word, the display of Dia de los Muertos. Are they still doing anything over there, or is it all moved over to DCA?
Well, I mentioned earlier that they did say that they were still going to do that, so you're still going to have that set up over there. It'll probably still be little what it's always been.
Yeah, it's always been kind of small.
Right, so it's probably going to be what it's always been, but you're going to have all this other to-do going over on DCA, which of course is going to lead up to having the preview.
Yeah, so this is going to start September 15th and go through November 2nd.
Ooh, Dia de los
So
Muertos.
Halloween time it did.
Yes, during Halloween time.
And we get a few extra days.
Yes, a few extra days, and let's see. They're also going to have. It's going to be an immersive celebration which will include special entertainment featuring musicians and dancers, interactive activities, including representation of Mexican folk art, which really sounds cool. Special decor, and of course, Fat Time food inspired by this Mexican celebration of family.
Did it really say Fat Time food?
No, this is our Fat Time thing.
Oh, okay.
It's always Fat Time when it comes to food. And of course, we did mention Coco, and they will start showing sneak peeks of Coco over at the Bugs Life Theater, of course, and that will begin on Sunday, November 5th.
I just want to note that this preview is beginning on a Sunday, whereas normally it begins on a Friday, and usually we have a AP preview on Thursday. Now, is that because of the fact that the whole event is ending on the 2nd, November 2nd, which is probably the Friday then? No, that wouldn't be the Friday. That
What
would
date
be
did you say it was?
the 5th, which is a Sunday, so that makes the 2nd then a Thursday or something. So I don't know if it's just a timing thing, but the sneak preview of Coco will run at the Bugs Life Theater all the way through the holiday season through January 7th of 2018.
That's a long time.
Coco will?
Yeah.
The preview
Starting in September.
starting in November.
Oh.
The
I guess that's
The Dia de los Muertos celebration goes during the same time as Halloween, but then once that's over, then they're, in theory, quote-unquote, moving the celebration over to the Bugs Life Theater for the preview. So the preview will start after the celebration is over, and then they'll just move some of the decorations over around Bug's Life entrance, probably reincorporate some of those decorations over there, and take out Angry Guy.
When does the movie actually open?
Probably November usually, because it's probably
it's probably Thanksgiving week, huh? Somewhere
right.
around there.
If it's the traditional, or it's the first weekend Christmas.
Right. It depends on if they're going traditional Pixar release or if it's they're going or beginning of November.
Or they could release like on November 1st or something. What's the date then?
November 22nd.
So that's the day before Thanksgiving.
So Thanksgiving.
You know how they do movie releases Fridays, but sometimes they do an early release on a Wednesday.
Like this one's probably a Wednesday, yeah.
Well, if they do this on a Wednesday, it'll be November 1st. That's Day of the Dead. So that would make sense if they did that. Usually Disney makes dollars before they make sense, so we'll have to see how it plays out.
I think if they're going with that stuff through the 2nd, and then they're going to open the preview on the 5th, that gives them a couple of days to take down the display and move it in, like you were saying.
Right. Because I'm pretty sure they're probably just going to repurpose some of that.
Either way, they're smart to hit this market because look how popular Viva Navidad is.
Yes.
And then if you do this right into Viva Navidad, you just got the whole Hispanic market.
Oh, basically.
Hey,
all that time.
Well, yeah.
I wait.
Exactly, because if this ends on the 2nd, you only got a couple weeks until Viva Navidad
Oh,
starts,
yeah, and
so.
like you got it. Like, oh, we're going to see this, and then we're going to see Coco, and then you got Viva Navidad backing up right into that.
Right.
Smart, Disney. Real smart.
All right, so past Wednesday, whenever, I don't know when this is coming out exactly, so I'm just going to say Wednesday the 19th, MaxPass started. We've been talking around about MaxPass for what feels like ever since like episode 1. I feel like
Almost been 2 years.
Almost 2 years of this basically the whole entire life of this podcast. We've been talking about MaxPass coming to Disneyland.
I remember that from the first episode.
See?
So, I mean, whether it was them doing testing or whether it was rumors or whatever, we've been talking about it. Well, it is finally here. None of us have tried it.
I'm going to bring my magic band and my crocodile tears and see how far I can take it.
I know. I'm a little peeved that there is no magic band because I really dig the whole magic band and all the different skins you can get for them because they're cool.
I have a cool Star Wars one.
Yeah. And but it's here. It's through your app. We've been over the prices and all that stuff before. We're not going to really rehash any of that. We just wanted to let you know that it's here. We can't really talk about it yet and how it goes because we haven't tried it. We will try to get to that. We might be able to tell you about that probably in our 100th episode, if anything. Maybe by then we'll all have had a chance to at least see somebody try it or try it ourselves.
I'm gonna make an attempt because it's $10,
right?
For the day,
For the day,
that's only you know that, right?
Right, but if you're with 4 people and they all pay $10 each, I mean, it's not. As long as you're not paying for your whole family, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, if it was just me, I would do it the $10 to try it for me solo. But
you got to find a couple people that are like willing to hang out with you.
Nobody. Anyway,
burn.
I thought about it for the family, but it's $75 the AP one to put on $75 a piece to link them all to your thing so you can all get it.
Wait, so explain again how that works.
Okay, so the AP one to put it on yours is $75
for the day.
No, the year.
Oh,
do it for the year. I just renewed my pass. Hi, Michael. Anyway,
so not just for your pass, it's for the whole.
No, it's just for my pass. If I wanted to do myself, and I go with my kids real often, so if I wanted to do that, I would have to do $75 3 times so I could control their passes on my phone. Otherwise, I can only get the one for $75.
And they control the passes without you?
No,
you have to be there.
I would just have to link it to my phone so I can do all 3 of them because again they're little kids. But if they had each their own, each of us has their own, we can control our own passes. But since they're linked to mine, I can control all 3 of them. Either way, I'm looking at over $200 I'd have to pay.
So now I'm in the same situation. I got my girlfriend and our daughter. So upon renewal, can you include this in the payment plan?
I don't know if you can include it in the payment plan. I mean, I would imagine so.
I'm not sure, because I don't remember seeing that
as an option.
Yeah,
I mean, if I went on like a ton of rides, I don't go on a lot of rides. Ride like 1 or 2 things per visit, maybe. But if I was the kind of AP that was like gung ho, ride,
mm-hmm.
That'd be worth it.
I think just because you don't have to walk up is the thing. I considered it, but I went last Friday with my kids during the day, and we got fast passes the old-fashioned way,
Right.
no problem.
You earned it.
And everything, yeah. Some of them were still at that point where you walk up to the ride and be like, do I wait in this 35-minute line or do I get a fast pass for 5 minutes from now?
Right.
So I just went with that. It saved me $225 for the time being.
Still seems like a good deal. I mean, they're going to eventually
If it all
jack
goes like
the
that,
prices of MaxPass way up. It's going to be like
Oh, yes.
it's going to be $40 or $50 a day.
I don't know about that high, but I can see 20,
Including-
25.
Including PhotoPass, though? If they do it as a dual thing?
I
$49.
don't know how many people are going to say, I'll pay $50 for this. 20, 25, yes, 50, I don't know.
I would, if you get people that don't normally go to the park, I'd be willing to do the $10 a day with them to try that. To like, okay, we're all linked to my thing. I'll do it because I control the app because, I'm pretty well versed in the app because I use it all the time. I would do that. But right now, as it stands, $75 is just, I can't justify it right now.
Right.
Well, not
What
if you
you get out
don't
of
need
it.
it. That's the thing. If
Yeah,
you're-
well,
if you're-
I don't even need the photo downloads. It would strictly be for fast passes.
I mean, my girl and I go to the park once a week at least, usually on Thursdays. That's when pins come out. And, then we'll go like once every 2 weeks. We'll go on like a Friday or a Sunday with our daughter or some friends or something. Next week, potentially a Tuesday. But, it's rare that we're there and want to ride 6-8 things in a day. Unless you want to do that, there's no point.
Well, that's why I thought maybe for the day if you bring in somebody. That doesn't always go.
And then you just pay for theirs, right?
Yeah, I would
Or-
do that's fine.
or
Or
would
$10
theirs-
$10 a day.
Or if your kid's not with you, could you
Well, they'd have to be scanned in, though.
at the gate?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
All right, so also in relation to that, there was some question about whether the signature passes, whether they would be keeping the photo pass because of the fact that photo pass was now going to be linked to MaxPass. And, well, we got the answer to that in a combination of a tweet from Disneyland AP and also a letter sent out, a physical letter sent out to everybody, all signature pass holders except for Dan.
I never got it.
Well-
I don't have a stupid AP magnet either. Can I bitch about that?
I got another
it's harder,
one.
It's harder to bitch about that than it used to be.
They sent me one on renewal. I was surprised. Yeah, but it's different now.
20
It
years
is.
I've been a fast
Yeah.
pass.
different?
I'll have to show you.
Is it the
Diggs'
Walt
eyes got
Disney
wide,
World
see that?
one? Does it look like the top of? Does it look like the top of that kind of?
Oh, the whole face of Mickey?
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
I show
that.
that.
It's just I'll show you. They're
You know what
both-
I got? I got a
They're both
thank
on
you.
the refrigerator. You can
I'll
go
check them out. Well, I'll read this letter to you guys in my best announcer voice. Okay? It says, "Dear Debbie," who apparently is the one that got this letter I'm looking at. As a valued member of our pass holder family, we wanted to let you know about a change to our annual pass holder program that may affect your benefits. Moving forward, the Disney Photo Pass benefit will no longer be included with the new signature passport purchases. That's right, will no longer be included. As a current Disney Signature Pass holder, you will, however, be able to keep your unlimited Disney Photo Pass downloads benefit if you renew your passport before it expires. If you renew into a different passport type or don't renew on time, you will lose the benefit and you will not be able to purchase it at a later time. To learn more about your pass holder benefits, please visit the official Disneyland Resort annual pass holder website at disneyland.com/annual pass.
Now, I'm going to say this just once, and I'm going to say it slowly, so that way everybody understands completely without asking any questions. Now, I know this isn't necessarily directed towards the audience that listens to this. This would be more for probably people that are on our on our Facebook page, but
I just want to say, listen, pay attention, escuchen.
yeah. If you already have a signature pass, not Signature Plus because they're already going to have it. Signature Pass. If you have a Signature Pass right now, if you are paying on a Signature Pass, like myself, like Tim, like Dan, if you are paying on a Signature Pass right now, whether it's paid off or whether you're on payments or whatever, you have a Signature Pass right now.
Renew.
You are locked in, grandfather clause.
Grandfathered. Yeah,
You're
that's the term.
grandfathered in to have PhotoPass included with your pass, provided that you never let your pass lapse.
Yeah. Like if you had the old AT&T Unlimited plan. You were grandfathered. It's the same kind of thing.
And basically, if you're going to keep your pass, you're not going to let it lapse anyways, because then you got to pay down payment again. You got to start all that paperwork again. If you're going to just keep renewing every year, as long as you renew and don't go down to a deluxe or something, or if you go up to a Signature Plus, it won't matter because all that will be included anyways. But as long as you don't change or stop paying for your pass, you are locked in with Fast Photo Pass forever.
Now, I have a thought about why one of the reasons they're doing this.
Well, because a whole lot of complaining would be going on, including myself, if they were to all of a sudden yank that away.
No, that's very true. What I meant is that I don't know if you guys have discussed it on the show, but the numbers during Christmas this year were lower than they had been in like a decade, right? So, which was their plan. They wanted to get the APs not there during those 2 weeks unless they had that top pass, because it was just jam-packed and nobody could enjoy themselves, right? Everybody, I'm getting nods. You guys can't see the nods, but I'm getting nods. So, because it was reasonably empty, emptier than it had been the week prior to Christmas, or prior to the 18th, like the 10th through the 18th. I think that they're doing this to prompt more people to, at least with new AP purchases, to just say, screw it, I'm going to get the best one. Because they can handle more people, they get more money, and then people spend more money there. If they don't have room for them, it's a little different, right? But for anybody with a family, I think there's not as good a value for that. You know, if you're a single person, all right, I'm going to go for the top one. It's $200 more bucks.
Well, because
right?
would I get an agreement from the two of you guys that the reason that we all got Signature and didn't go up to Signature Plus because we didn't feel that 2 weeks at Christmas was worth $200 extra?
That's
Agreed.
exactly what it was.
However, if they end up saying, "Oh, Star Wars Land for the first month's blocked out unless you have the Signature Plus,"
well, now we're talking different kettle of fish,
right? Then I'm going to say,
don't like fish.
I'll pay the at least for my pass, I'll pay it. Elizabeth and Brittany might not care.
Well, because they're getting closer now. Obviously the value of PhotoPass and MaxPass together is $75. So we're getting closer, but we're still at that $125 to go 2 weeks. Still not there yet.
It's
you need that one little bit that's worth like $50 to $75 to say, okay, I'll pay $25 to go 2 extra weeks, but I'm not paying $125 to go extra 2. Give me another $75 value in there that will make it an incentive.
It's never been the money. It's never been the money. I've never been afraid of the money.
It's the value.
It's what I got out of it.
Well, yeah.
Because it was so packed during those 2 weeks.
No, it's not the money, but it's that value. $200 to have the privilege to go during Christmas and New Year's. It's not worth it to me.
There were some traditions that we had. You've met my brother, my younger brother, the one I always go to the park with. We had a tradition. We'd end up there every December 23rd. How it started, I don't know. We just would end up there every December 23rd.
Similar. Yeah, we would always go Christmas. For years by myself, I would always find a group of people to go with on Christmas Day. We'd do Christmas morning with our families. We'd meet up around 2 p.m. and we'd go to Disneyland.
Well, we'd stay there and realize after midnight, hang around after the park closes, because we always hang around after the park closes. We're like, hey, it's pretty much Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, so hey, Merry Christmas from Disneyland.
Right.
Let's take that pic in front of the tree because the park's empty by then, and you just like, that ended this year when I didn't see the value in it.
Right. Agreed. And then New Year's Eve, my girl and I had done New Year's Eve at the park. I never did it really before, but from like 2012 to 2016, we did New Year's Eve 4 years in a row. This year we stayed home. It's the first New Year's I'd seen.
Yeah, and it's definitely about the value. It's definitely the value of those 2 weeks is not worth the price. But the value of the MaxPass is making it more and more of a value. But it's not quite that great value.
No,
yet.
I'm not saying I won't ever get it. It
No,
just has
no,
to
no.
be. I have to look at it and say like, okay, it's worth it for me to shell out that money. Because
Right.
it's not the money.
Like you alluded to, if 2019 comes and they say, okay, Signature Pluses are going to get this perk related to Galaxy's Edge,
You better believe we're upgrading.
you better believe that we're all Signature Pluses all around.
Yep.
There's an ice cream truck in case anyone can't tell.
Bump, bump, bump.
But yeah, I mean, I would definitely upgrade, at least for my pass alone, if I thought I had a month early access or something like that.
So yeah, just to clarify real quick, once again, if you have a Signature Pass already, you do not need to worry about losing Photo Pass, but you will have to pay $75 extra if you want MaxPass. I don't think that that's worth it for signatures because especially signatures that already have it, because you're going to be paying partially money for something you already have. But if you want to go ahead and upgrade to your Signature Plus, then you will get the MaxPass. But if you are a pass holder, or if you're planning on being a pass holder, when does that start? Was there a date?
It's already started.
It's already started. Yeah. So as of right now, if you go and get a Signature Pass, you will not get Photo Pass, and you will be prompted if you want to pay the extra $75 for the MaxPass Photo Pass bundle.
It was as of the 19th. Now that I thought about it, I hadn't thought about it before, the difference in money versus that $75. How much extra am I looking at? I'm not trying to ask you to do the math. We know how that works.
$125.
$125.
So the
still looking at
$125 is now my difference.
Yes.
Right. $125 is now how much you'd be paying to go
extra, because if I got MaxPass on it, on at least mine, $125 is the extra amount that would put me from a Signature to a Signature Plus. It's no longer $200. It's $125.
Right. Because now you got a value of the MaxPass on there.
At that rate, we might look at it next year.
I just want to let you know that we did the math a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. on the abacus?
I don't speak Polish.
With my
the slide rule.
With my toes.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's a lot of toes.
How many toes do you have?
I don't know. Can't see my toes. I don't know.
Next subject.
I could look at my toes right now if I was wearing pants.
That's disgusting. We don't need that even here in your home.
Any other thoughts about the MaxPass?
No.
So as I said, we'll talk more about MaxPass probably on our 100th episode when we've all had a chance to try it out.
All right, so moving on. Smoking section.
Uh-oh.
Yes, we teased that a little bit ago. But
and the man had opinions.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have an opinion. I was just going to say I actually visited Pirate's Lair the other day, and when I was on the raft, I was looking across towards Haunted Mansion, and I saw some people smoking. And I told my kids, hey, look, they're smoking over there, and that's no longer a smoking section because there's only one in the park.
Right.
I bet you somebody's going to come up and tell them something right now. And sure enough, here comes a cast member. I see him kind of pointing out, it's over that way. That's where it is. So
well,
they're trying to enforce it.
As of yesterday, there's still no signs over there saying no smoking.
Really?
Yes, because...
but there's no sign that says smoking.
That kind of thing usually takes a little time with Disney.
Well, people are used to smoking over there already, so they're going to smoke. But yes, there's only one smoking section in Disneyland, and that's on the Big Thunder Trail, where it was before. It closed and everything.
Yes, the old school one there by the bend where they put the Fast Pass machines when they started Fantasmic Fast Pass.
Yeah, so...
Where are the Fast Pass machines now for Fantasmic?
They are right next to the dock for the Mark Twain or Columbia. Okay. So on the left side.
That makes a little more sense.
Yeah, they're right there. That's where you get your pick up your Fast Passes.
Were they handing them out, or was it a machine?
There were machines there on the first day.
Machina.
I don't remember seeing them when I was there the other day. I was kind of looking for them too, but not intently.
Yeah, I mean, by the time we got to the park, they were already...
Oh, I'm sure they were gone. I just wanted to see where they were doing it.
Do you think
they went back underground?
We'll keep the smoking area in that space when the Galaxy's Edge 19 opens?
No,
that's when it gets banned entirely.
I think smoking in the park is done by the time Galaxy's Edge is open.
Once the future officially arrives,
yes,
smoking will no longer be a thing.
Yep. Basically. So, yes, there's only one smoking section. If you need to go huff and puff, you can go over there in that section and join all those other people there who are wasting away and losing their lives.
Just be prepared for a long line. There is a queue to get into the smoking section. I'm not really joking. There's actually people that are sitting across over on the other side where they're not supposed to be smoking over there on the other side of the trail because there's so many damn people smoking in the actual smoking section.
Were they twitching?
Well, no, because they were smoking, apparently, because that's a thing.
No, the ones who were waiting to get in.
Oh, right.
So Dig said huff and puff, right?
Yeah.
There's a commercial with the big bad wolf. And
yeah.
He goes into the pig town, and he's trying to huff and puff and blow the houses down, but he has emphysema.
Right. Exactly.
Can't do it.
You can't do it. So, yeah, like Dan said, they did move that smoking section. You can no longer smoke over there where Michael used to smoke. And, well, we know the reason why is because that's where the barges are to go over to the Island. And, of course, Fantasmic is back, so that's all the area for that. So they got rid of that. And speaking of the Island, this weekend, the rivers come back to life with boats and not hose, but canoes.
Real quick, speaking of hose, I just want to get back to the smoking section. Over at DCA, they are down to just still the one smoking section.
Yeah.
There on by the
Grizzly.
The Grizzly Peak.
Yep.
Behind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind it, yes.
So that's the 29th, right?
Yes, Saturday. But we're hearing canoes start on Friday. We've seen
the train's running. I've seen the train.
Well, the
run.
train's been running for months.
Yeah.
But not with people.
Yeah, I've been running for months.
They were running the Columbia the other day too.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, I saw the Columbia.
So yeah, everything's getting ready to come back to life.
But not the Mark Twain. It was still sitting there.
Mark Twain.
There you go. That's
Well,
what
it
I'm
runs
for.
during the shit show. Fantastic.
But yeah,
I might have to wait till the first to try these new things out myself. That's what I think.
well, we'll be there on Saturday for sure. Check all that out. I'm not getting on a canoe. No.
I challenge you. What if I got on with? What if all of us got on the canoe together?
Then we would die.
Would you do it then?
We would see Atlantis.
I just want to say real quick about the canoes that I talked about last week. I don't think I talked about it, but when the walls that came down, there was a cast member, a suit standing there, and I actually spoke with him for a second, and he said that during the testing for the canoes going around the back bend, that the huge waterfall that's on the backside is so loud that you can't even hear talking while you're going by it.
This requires an investigation.
Yes, indeed.
Uh-oh. What are you going to do if you can't canoe around? Because of
you can canoe, but you can't talk.
Oh.
You don't hear a stroke.
You don't hear stroke.
I think that you guys should come on Tuesday, and we'll all go as a group on the canoe. Challenged. Come on, you guys are supposed to say challenge accepted.
Huzzah! I've done the canoe before. I'm not afraid of it. I'd do it again. I can stroke.
I'm afraid of tipping over.
I actually do want to see it because I want to see the backside from a different perspective than just on the Mark Twain or the Columbia. On the Columbia, the cast members were doing the Titanic. It was pretty interesting.
Listen, if we all did it together, we would be like a group embarrassment.
Unstoppable.
A group embarrassment
go
as
down
opposed to
together.
If just one of us went with a group, then we'd be like the one guy that like couldn't keep
Rowing.
up. But if we all couldn't do it, like then
Rowing on
we
the
would just
river.
be.
Yeah, so canoes are back, and Mark Twain, Columbia, the trains.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, this Sunday or this Saturday, and don't forget that we did report on brand new projections inside of the Primeval world. So yeah, if you guys go on the train, go ahead and check that out. See what kind of projections they put up. We're not sure what's going on there yet.
All I know is they better not have messed up any music remixing or anything inside of the dinosaurs like they did with Phantasmic.
Did I hear somewhere that Sala
Chugga.
is now the...
Yes, you did hear that the fake Sala is
Chugga.
now the voice of the train.
Chugga,
We
chugga.
forgot to mention that last week.
Chugga.
That, yes, I don't remember the guy's name. Do you remember his name?
he was also a dwarf in the Lord of the Rings.
Chugga.
No, I don't remember his name.
Okay. He was the voice of the fake, not the real Sala. He was a dwarf in the Lord of the Rings. The real Sala. This is the fake Sala.
There's two Salas?
Well, there's the Sala who came in and the guy who came in and re-recorded all of the lines for Sala when they redid Indy.
Oh,
a few years
I
ago.
didn't even think about that.
It's not the actual guy John Rhys Davies
There you
anymore.
go, yeah.
It's not him anymore. It's a different guy. But anyways, the guy who re-recorded all of Sala's lines for Indy is now the new voice of the train.
Oh, I wanted Jonathan Rhys Davies. Oh,
I know.
Oh, the announcer.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, now the train has a new voice. And it's fake Sala.
All right, so announced today, some sad news for some people. Basically, the Disney Vacation account has been discontinued. And basically, it was a savings account program that opened up in 2013, which was ran by Walt Disney Travel Company and JP Morgan Chase Bank. All right, so it was discontinued with little warning to account holders, and they were basically sent emails about the announcement, which explains how they could
Get their money?
get their money and get their funds back and their refunds and all that kind of stuff.
Do you know anything about this program?
I thought we talked about it a while back.
Is there any benefit to having it with this rather than just, the bank?
Not anymore
Keeping
since
it
it's
separate.
closing.
Keeping it separate.
Well, I mean, since it was
no access to it?
yes, I believe so. Since it was you're putting in a Walt Disney Travel account, it was for your travel, your vacations and things like that. So when you book through the travel agency, you can say, "Well, I'll use this money over here," and then
So it's just like putting the money under the mattress and never going under the
Yeah.
mattress. Oh, okay.
So if you're one of those people who are part of the Disney Vacation account, you have two options. One option is to actually purchase gift cards. And depending on the amount in your account, you may need to purchase multiple Disney gift cards. And you have until September 27th of this year to do that. So basically, you'll get your money back in a gift card or gift cards.
Or you can do nothing, and you can just wait, and they'll refund you by September something.
Your second option is to redeem your Disney Vacation account towards the Disney Vacation of your choice. So yeah, you can, if you're already planning to do a Disney Vacation, you can go ahead and book it now and use the money you have for that. But yeah, like it says here, there was no explanation of why they discontinued it. It just happened. So like I said, if you guys are part of this, go ahead and get your money now.
Are you hungry? Well, they are. It's time for Fat Time in the Parks.
Fat Time Little Park. Oh.
That's Little Coat.
Okay. Well, Fat Time will make that little coat rip.
Yes, it will. All right, so yeah, we got some Fat Time in the Parks today. We have quite a list to go through. And we're going to start with something that Dan and I have tried. That's S'mores Churro.
Oh, my God. Oh.
S'mores Churro is located at the Churro Cart in Critter Country, right next to the Hungry Bear. So yeah, I tried this. I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. They are charging an extra $1 for this. It's $5.50.
It's worth it, too.
If you say so. Because, it was me and Shadow.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not paying $11 for 2 churros.
I bought 3 of them, bro.
So.
For yourself?
Yeah. The kids saw it and were like, Dad? I was like, yeah, you can each have one. It looks really good.
Well,
I would have said you guys can split one.
Well, you should have been with us so that you could have bought us too, because I had to split it with Shadow because I wasn't paying that much. But yes, the churro is actually a regular churro, and it is coated in the graham cracker crumbs. So basically, they put graham cracker in a processor and.
Yeah.
How's it go again? Okay.
And
they beat it up.
Yeah, exactly. And they, coat the churro in the graham cracker, and then they give you the chocolate marshmallow dipping sauce.
Now there's the ticket right there.
Yes.
Oh, that's what was good.
Is that dipping sauce worth $1?
Yes.
Okay, well that's all there is to it because it's $1 more for that one than it is a regular churro.
The churro by itself, the graham cracker churro by itself, tasted like a graham cracker churro. There was nothing special about the churro. Yes, it tasted like graham cracker, but there was nothing special about it. I would not pay that for just the graham cracker churro. However, with that chocolate marshmallow dip, that was heaven on earth, buddy.
It was good.
That was heaven on earth.
It was really good. I did like it, and Shadow loved it.
Hold on, is it the same dip that they do for the Oreo twist at the cart?
I don't know.
I
never
don't
tried
know.
those.
But it wasn't hot, but it wasn't cold either. It mixed really easy. So you could, you took a bite of the churro and then took a dip in there and then put that in your mouth and ate it, and we're like, oh my gosh, I need to do that again.
Yeah, it sounds good. Maybe if somebody gets it, I'll be able to try it.
Somebody gets it. Why don't you get it?
Yeah. Well, because I have first on my list is to get that blueberry
beignet
tart thing. I saw
I had
that
the beignet too. Yeah,
I don't even want to waste my money on that. No, I still want to get that blueberry tart thing that's over at Hungry Bear. So that's the first on my list. And then, with this new late night menu thing that we'll get to in a minute, there's too much stuff that's on the list before some churros, but I would try it. You know what I wouldn't try?
What?
Watermelon.
Oh, too bad for you, because I tried that sour watermelon churro. It was pretty good. I liked it. It was,
sour?
Yes, it is sour. So, yes, the sour watermelon churro, which is over in New Orleans churro cart and in Frontierland. That one's $4.50 regular churro price. It was okay. It was pretty good. It just tasted like, regular something sour on a churro.
Did it take the place of the golden one?
That one's gone.
Golden one's...
Because I debated back and forth. Do I try the sour watermelon one or do I go for the s'mores one? And s'mores just won.
I just did it all that day.
Yeah, well, I had already eaten dinner and had some beignets, too. There was some real fat times going on that day.
There you go. So, yeah, I think it's pretty good.
It smelled weird.
It smelled like...
smelled like gross
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Stale Kool-Aid.
But I mean, I liked it. You know, it was pretty good. If you guys are into sour stuff like I am, you should go ahead and try that. Would I get this over the s'mores? No, s'mores will always win, even though it's $5.50. And then I also that day we tried the blackberry beignet.
Yes,
Thanks
I
to
did too.
Bubba. Bubba gave me a sample, and then he gave me a whole beignet. So it was all good. And the only bad thing about that, it does turn your mouth blue.
Yes, it does.
You won't have a blue friggin' tongue for the rest of the night. So be aware for that. And, yeah, try not to get that blue stuff on your clothes.
But they were good.
Yeah, they were really
They were
good.
pretty good.
I like those. I would get those again. And
You can smell them.
Yeah.
You can smell them from steps away. Actually, the lady I got on Pirates to say goodbye to the redhead. Bye.
But see ya.
When's she leaving?
I don't know, but I just
year.
decided
February.
to get on the run. But the lady in front of me had some beignet. I could smell them from her bag. I was like, damn, are those the blackberry ones? She said, yeah. Was there a long line? Nope. I'm going there right after.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I did.
definitely try those out. These are all probably the brand new menu items they have out there for this Phantasmic return. I also tried the brand new Teddy Bear Lavender Sparkler at Hungry Bear, which is a sparkling drink with lavender. We talked about elderflowers and lemon.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. It's not bad. I was, the cast member, I asked her, have you tried it? She goes, yes. I go, what do you think? She goes, well, if you like the taste of flowers. And I'm like, ah. But you know what? I tried it anyway, and you know what? It's really good. It's pretty good.
What do you think? What was closest in taste? Because I saw it. The drink looks good.
It was a closeness in taste. I don't know.
Sugar water.
Yeah, basically sugar water.
So Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid without the cool.
I mean, if you guys are interested in trying this, like, should I try it? Go for it. Just try it.
How much was it?
I don't remember. I think it's $4 something, maybe.
So reasonable?
Yeah, it's the same with that.
Disney price?
Yeah.
Price? Okay.
I'm going to say that if you're not sure about it and you're walking that way and you haven't passed Adventureland yet, go get a Jungle Juice instead.
Yeah, so it's not better than a mint julep or light side, dark side lemonade?
Oh, it's probably better than a mint julep, or about the same, because the mint julep has been ruined. But
Like
as
Phantasmic.
like Phantasmic. But as far as the light side, dark side, the not what they call them anymore, but that's what they are.
Yeah.
Yes, probably those are better.
But if you already tried that crap, try something new. Try this drink, give it a shot, go over there and just see what you
I
think.
gotta go to Hungry Bear again.
I have something to say about the drinks.
Drink.
And I encountered someone that had this is the one at,
Hungry Bear.
I wasn't sure if it was that one or the new mint julep. There's like another julep version at the new.
Yeah, the Jungle Julep.
The Jungle Julep.
The grape one over at Bengal Barbecue. That's
I'm
what
not sure which one she had, but she was at the pin store in Frontierland. I was like, oh, how's the drink? She's like, oh, really, really sweet.
Was it purple?
I forget. It may have been that one. But nonetheless, I've encountered the same thing with just about every drink Disneyland serves. They're all so sweet. And you're talking to some fat guys that really like to eat sweet stuff. It's too sweet. They go like that one level up where they're trying to cause you to get the diabetes,
Yeah, pretty much all the drinks that probably our favorites are the really sweet, whether it's the
lemonades.
Well, yeah, the lemonades, or I was going to say the Boys and Apple Freeze over at Crazy Old Maurice's, or the frozen lemonades.
Yeah, even the frozen lemonades are pretty sweet,
especially like the Silver Sparkler, or some of those more ones that definitely have a lot of zip to them.
The apple one. I forgot
the
about
brew
the apple.
is the one
too.
that I prefer.
Yeah, the Boys and Apple is still the number one.
I like the brew.
That's pretty good.
That's the one. Which one?
Diggs and I had the brew. The one.
Oh, is that the one?
Oh, the Gaston's brew.
Yeah, I haven't had that yet.
Brew.
I've never been in there. Actually, now I think about it.
What is it? It's like you should check it out. It's really
I
decorated.
just haven't gone in there.
Because there was the Jolly Roger one, which was pretty much a consensus that it tasted like mule piss.
No, Diggs. It was like
It's an
apple
apple
mango
punch.
something with like a froth that was.
Yeah, I had a little bit.
something.
She had gotten it, and I had tried a little bit of it, and it was okay. I would definitely not have it myself, but I mean, I wasn't
You'd
opposed.
steal it from someone else.
Bump it off
I
somebody
would
else.
drink it if I was parched.
What
If
was
we were
that,
parched.
Diggs, you said what about Anthony?
Huh?
He's a frugal something or other.
I don't use that word.
Oh, you said
He doesn't even know how to spell it.
He's
I don't
cheap.
either.
He's cheap.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, we got news today. Well, we had actually heard something about this the other day, but today we got the official full release and news of what food's going to be there at... Well, first of all, I don't even know what the hell to call this thing anymore. We thought that Season of the Force was over. We thought that the Galactic Grill was no longer the Galactic Grill, and then we thought it was back to Tomorrowland Terrace. But apparently, Disney's Park Blog and whoever runs the Disneyland app map and one employee who wants to yell at me on Twitter seems to think that it maintains that it's still called the Galactic Grill.
Ex-employee.
Oh, right. Ex-employee with an employee
dirty.
roommate. They insist that it's still called Galactic Grill. So, but, as far as I'm concerned, none of the signage is there anymore. They took the signage down. They changed all the theming away from Star Wars. But whatever. Call it what you want. It's Terrence. So, over there at Terrence, there is now a new late night menu because, they don't want to be outdone by Jack in the Box. So, but $6 these meals will not be, I can guarantee you. But they mentioned Fantasmic, perfect for grabbing a quick bite after taking in Fantasmic and vomiting. These eats will be available from 9 p.m. until park closing.
Or you could just skip Fantasmic and just stay on the other side of the park.
Right, and then you can eat even more. So now I'm a little disappointed that they did not have the breakfast burrito from the 24-hour party because that would have been amazing. But they do have what's called the Micron Burger, which is a mini double slider with American cheese, house sauce, pickle, and caramelized onions, which looks really yummy.
It's a double slider?
It's a double slider. I will show you pictures in a second.
Makes sense. Micron.
Micron
Clever.
double slider. They have the Meteor Potato Bites, which are loaded potato bites topped with chopped ground beef, caramelized onions, house sauce, and sharp cheddar cheese sauce. Now, they say they're potato bites, but they look like tater tots to me, so I don't know if there's something inside or not. Now, they have what's called a sweet or spicy star cluster, which is a waffle bowl filled with crispy chicken bites over blue cheese coleslaw and pickle chips. And the chicken itself you could choose from sweet chili sauce or buffalo sauce. Now, a favorite of Diggs over here, the Little Dippers French toast sticks.
Yes.
Served with salted caramel and strawberry sauces.
Ooh.
Elizabeth might like that.
They had him at strawberry.
Yes, they did.
Now, this sounds really good. The Lunar Spaceadilla. A quesadilla with pepper jack cheese, Ortega chilies, chicken breast, and chipotle ranch sauce. So it's basically a Del Taco quesadilla, chicken quesadilla without the chipotle ranch sauce.
And except give me heartburn before I go home.
Except at Del Taco, it would be $1.79. How much are they charging?
There's no prices, of course.
$14.50.
Right.
Yeah, that's a $7 or $8.
Right. They also got some little kids meals,
Fantastic.
A Mickey premium ice cream bar, cookies and cream ice cream sandwich, and a strawberry fruit bar. So I believe that to say that has started. I guess
Yes,
it started
it
because
started. We have
we've
pictures.
seen pictures of people having it. So
Started on Sunday, I believe.
Okay. So yes, that is now going, and like I said, 9 p.m. to park closing. Go get yourself a Micron burger.
At least they're going to have food somewhere after 9 p.m.
It's hard to find food late.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really difficult to find something, at least something decent to eat after that hour. See, now that it's like the buns, both the top buns on both sides. They didn't order any bottom.
That looks right.
Someone screwed up and they didn't order bottom buns, and this is the result.
You're a bottom.
No!
We're listening to me too much.
It had to be
No!
So go check that out, and a poll out there to everybody. Email in Galactic Grill, yes or no. Tomorrowland Terrence, yes or no.
The launching pad? I still call it Club Buzz. I don't know.
Old school.
Now, I know I'm new here. It's only my second time on the show, but I got word that we had how many listeners last week?
Oh, we had over 1,200 downloads on last week's episode.
As of today.
Yes.
That includes the podcast, Apple Podcast.
That's all podcasts.
Everything
or
together.
All platforms.
So 1,200 people. Out of the 1,200 of you, we would very much at least I'd like to see some responses to some things. Like, what did you guys think about our Fantasmic review? Nobody emailed in. Nobody said anything. They just listened and were like, "Oh, okay, I guess that's what they think." But wouldn't you like to hear some responses, Dave?
Yes, I would.
And Anthony,
especially some like
even Dan over here,
minor like details that someone might have got confused with. Something that was said here that was actually wrong.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
But yeah, I would have loved to hear.
So if you have information about anything before me, I don't care. But from me on, like this week or next week, I think I'll be here.
Anything about the Chicka Chicka Fresh era.
Or last week with the Phantasmic and all the D23 and the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge 19 and all that stuff, please write an email. What do you think?
MousePIRE@gmail.com.
What he said.
.com.
All right, so moving on, some fat times. If you guys have a party of 200, so if you guys ever wonder what's going on in the Starcade over there where they had the AP days for this last time where the electrical parade in that area where we used to play Tron and have video games. And
it had the giant X-Wing hanging from the ceiling?
There you go. You guys are wondering what's going on in that area? Well, they just made it a big old banquet room. You can have a banquet for up to 200 guests. They will go ahead and theme it to whatever you want. Over here, what I'm looking at is a theme for the electrical parade.
Because that's what it was That's what it looked like for the AP days.
Well, yeah, they had that, but they made electrical parade menus. Each guest get a menu.
Did they give you a list of options you can theme it to?
I don't see a list here, but
Is there prices?
I'm sure they have.
Of course, they don't have any prices here.
$50,000.
I'm going to say yes to that because this is,
200 guests? Yeah, you're looking at the right price.
So, yeah, this is more geared towards if you have, companies to have their banquets there.
Corporate.
Yeah, corporate.
So those private parties.
Yeah. So, it looks pretty cool.
What if you want to,
It's for all those corporate people that are mad because they can't get into Club 33.
Right.
Yes.
What if you want to have your wedding ceremony, not ceremony, but the reception there, and you want to have the ceremony on the deck, the helicopter deck, where the line is for Space Mountain? Because that'd be an awesome place to get. I'd be down to get married there. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? People don't actually know that they don't really want people on top of that area.
Because it's a working helicopter deck.
No, it's actually not sturdy enough for all the weight there. Because you got to realize they just covered that when they covered the theater. And they just put that little cover. Because before you could just hang out over the edge, look at the little performances. Because they used to have a theater there, like, the Fantasyland Theater type. And you can watch the performances. But they just fill that up. And they actually don't really want people standing in that area because it's not really a secured area.
That's why the line doesn't go through there.
Yes.
I've been
That's why
told
it swings around.
I've been told by security that's the reason they don't want people up there is because that's an actual helicopter.
Well,
security's stupid.
I was going to say, you're going to bring up security around this lot?
Come on.
Yeah. How do you know when a cast member's lying to you?
You're talking to them?
Their lips are moving.
Hey, your pricing's about right, though, because weddings are about $200 a person with a minimum on them, so.
With like a flat rate above, the start.
Yeah, I could definitely see how you could have like weddings and wedding receptions in there and stuff. It would be like in the olden days when they used to have the rooms in the back of stage of Knott's Berry Farm, and you used to be able to have like wedding receptions and stuff back there, back behind where now the some of the mazes are back behind, like the chicken restaurant. I know because back in the late '80s, my aunt and uncle were married at the chapel when it used to be at the end of the lake before Silver Bullet, when the lake used to be there and they used to be by the lake. They got married there, and then we all got walked and escorted through the park to backstage to where these big banquet rooms and stuff were. And it was really cool setup.
They do something similar at the animation building in BCA now. You can rent that out for parties, too.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. So like I said, they actually had place cards on every dinner plate with the menu. And the guests can choose what they wanted off the menu. And they also had some dessert treats such as peanut butter and chocolate brownies, Mickey-shaped shortbread cookies, chocolate-dipped strawberries, churro-inspired eclairs, and s'mores tarts.
Ooh. They need these treats when they do like a...
yes.
Like
just
when
in
they had
general?
They had the tower closing party, and the treats were horrible. There was like 2 good things. That sounds good.
And also they were able to get, of course, park access, which is really cool.
Well, if it includes park access, that's like a whole other level.
Yes, it is because they were.
It's a whole nother level of value.
Right.
Yeah, it was. It was. They says it was offered either before or after the events, which is really really cool. And they also had a their own VIP viewing area for the Main Street Electrical Parade. So that's just one of the things that was offered in this certain event. But like we said, if you guys have the money to do this, you can always go over to DisneyMeetings.com and find out all the information there.
And if you want to do the electrical parade, you should hurry up.
Yes, you don't have that much time.
If you have the money to do this, you should tweet me.
And just a note that make sure that to get our invitation in the mail correctly, that's mousepire@gmail.com.
Party of 7.
Party of 7.
So yeah, once again, if you guys want to check out this new private event venue, head over to DisneyMeetings.com and you can get all the information there. Of course, every event's going to be a different pricing on what you actually want to be included. So yeah, check out that website and don't forget to invite us.
Well, they've got these new corn dogs. They look just like the other corn dogs, but they're not sold in the park. They're sold
Downtown Disney.
Exactly.
And I think we talked about it before that this new place opened up.
Yes, you had mentioned a couple weeks ago before we had gotten a chance to go that it was going to be opening. You had seen a post about it. Well, we have had a chance to check it out. First of all, I just want to say that they hopefully by now have gotten people over there that know how to make corn dogs correctly, because those two girls, no offense to them, they did not know how to make corn dogs. They were having a bit of troubles. There was quite a few corn dogs that were getting wasted and pulled out. No, they were pulling them out too soon.
You can't put them back in after that point either. It's like,
let me just get to that because, okay, we went over there and, we ordered the corn dogs and I ordered 2. And I'm watching her, with the corn dog and she pulls one out and it looks really good. The color on the bread
Golden
was
brown.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She puts it on the tray. They pull the other one out. For some reason, they just threw it to the side. I was like, oh my God, are you serious?
Now my corn dog's going to get cold.
So she says, here's one right now. We're making you the other one right now. I'm like, why did you just pull that out and throw it away? So when they actually took out the corn dog and put it on the tray, first thing I looked at, it's not cooked all the way. I already know. It's not browned.
the second one.
Yes, the second one. So I went up to her and I said, you need to just keep the corn dog in there, let it cook. Because they are doing this thing where they're pulling it out, looking at it, and putting it back. Pull it out, put it back.
No.
All right, let me just say this. I know my corn dogs. I know how to cook corn dogs.
You do.
I even have a recipe for my own batter, which involves hot dog drippings, not bacon.
When we record in Long Beach, you got to make corn dogs. I
was really disappointed because, like I said, got my corn dog, and I already knew it wasn't going to be completely cooked. The hot dog was a little cold inside, not too cold that you're like, ugh, but just a little cold in the middle, and part of the batter wasn't cooked all the way.
That's ew.
Yeah, and that's a disappointing experience right there because you're like, oh my God, a brand new place, corn dogs, all beef, and you get that type of
that's
corn
right.
dog.
They're all beef, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever, if you guys seen the big inserts that they use, that thing was full of uncooked corn dogs. That's a lot of waste of money and food and... Oh my God!
Well, yeah, their product cost goes up by triple if they can't. If for every 3 they cook, they get one right.
You're right. That's crazy. So yeah, that was disappointing to me, and I'm hoping that when we go there the next time, that they will have people who know how to cook a corn dog and got it down, and they train their staff how to cook a corn dog because it's not that hard. No. I've done it at the San Bernardino Raceway. I've done it there. We had corn dogs and fresh made corn dogs. I know how to cook a corn dog, so
maybe they should hire someone from inside the park to come out and train them, or maybe like a corn dog,
hot dog on a stick, like I said.
Because if I go back there again and it's not cooked right, I'm done. I'm not trying it again because I would be wasting my money. But the good thing about it is the regular corn dog is $9, so yes, cheaper than inside the park, which is a good thing.
Is it really though? Because if you go to Stage Door and you don't get apples,
it's the same price.
Stage Door with the apples or with the fries is how much?
$9.50.
And without the apples or the fries, it's like $6.75.
It's probably like $8. I think they charge $1 for the extra thing.
Okay.
Because don't forget, Stage Door is plus tax.
Right.
It's $8 something plus tax, and then the other one's $9.50.
Yeah, the Hot Link one was pretty good. I don't know if it's the same Hot Link that they use inside at Corndog Castle. I know from the screen, if the screen is accurate, that they are using for their Hot Link, they are using Evergood brand Hot Links, which is a good brand. And for the chicken and apple one, they are using an Adele, which is also a good brand that I know you can get in the store.
So there's 4 options. Standard, Hot Link, apple, chicken and
cheese.
apple, and then there's the cheese stick.
There's 2 cheeses, 2 different cheeses, actually.
Five options.
5 options, yes.
Well, that's heavy duty. That's like next level. I mean, if they can get it down with the cooking, they might just succeed.
There you go.
So it was pretty good. I liked it. Once again, like he was saying about the being cooked, mine was actually cooked all the way through, thank goodness, because that was one of the reasons why I haven't had a corn dog inside the park in a long time, because I got one at Stage Door that wasn't cooked all the way, and it was still kind of doughy, and it turns you off of corn dogs it turns me off of corn dogs for a long time, because the whole point of the corn dog is to have that nice in there. And
the
you know what?
crunch.
Even with and it's especially harder with Hot Links to not have that get gooey, because Hot Links sweat a lot more because of the juices and stuff inside. They'll sweat a lot more than a hot dog will, so it's a lot harder to keep that inside nice and doughy, or not doughy, cooked through and not soggy. So I was rather impressed with the fact that it being fresh and everything, and then it wasn't gooey inside. So fresh.
Chicka.
Yeah, so head over there, downtown Disney. They are right on the bridge. It's called Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs, I believe.
Yes.
Give them a try, and
then email us and tell us what you think.
Exactly.
Get involved.
All right, so moving on. The bands are back in town. Oh, wait, we already told you guys that. But we have a date of the last performance for the bands, and that's, I believe, was August 27th.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yes, it's very dirty. I thought they were going through Labor Day.
At least.
But I have no schedule after August 27th, and that's going to be ending with Scott Bruce.
He's good.
Yeah.
As far as Elvis impersonators go, Scott Bruce is top notch.
Yes.
He's usually one of the ones that ends. It's either him or
he does.
Thomasina,
Huh?
So yeah.
Why would they end so early? I don't quite understand.
Well, you know what? I think that's actually the last days for summer. I believe that week Disneyland's opening at 10 o'clock on that last week right there.
Well, they're doing the extra now, remember? So,
yeah, well, that's
for
true.
if you didn't listen last week, the extra magic hour.
That's at DCA, though.
I got a little insight into this. The way school starts, the big push now is to begin it in August.
Yeah.
Because a lot of districts will want to end their first semester at their winter break. And the way to get that done is to actually start school like the second week of August.
That's when my mom's school starts.
That's when I start. That's when I start.
She's
too.
been my mom's school's been starting like that week for
we've
years.
been doing that for years too.
Yeah,
but I know there's a big push right now for a lot of different people to do it. So it doesn't actually surprise me that would be the end date, because you already are starting to fall off by then. There's very few districts that are still going through Labor Day. You're just going to catch whatever.
Yeah,
people want to vacation.
Long Beach School District still goes through like the. Yeah, I think this year it's the end.
The years of August being part of summer really only is just in weather anymore.
Yeah, that's done.
I mean, the years of people going on vacations in August is gone with the fact that schools come back so early. So
vacation is June, July.
Right.
The week of August 28th, I believe Disney closes at 9. They're closing early though that week. I don't know about the weekend yet. I didn't actually take a look at that, or I don't think it was already up. I don't know. But yeah, August 27th, last day for the bands, the last week.
All right, real quick, just to mention that I told you guys a few months ago when we had went and saw Newsies, the Broadway spectacular on the big screen, that it might come back. And well, I was right. It will be coming back for another limited 2-day run on August 5th and August 9th. If you guys are interested in seeing that, go check out Fathom Events as usual, and you can see what theaters that will be playing at. Most likely, I'm guessing August 5th and 9th are a Sunday and Wednesday, because that's usually how Fathom events go.
It's a Saturday and a Wednesday.
Okay, well, that's a little bit different. So Saturday and a Wednesday this time. Usually Fathoms are Sunday and Wednesday, so it's a surprise. But, so yeah, Saturday and Wednesday, the 5th and the 9th. If you guys are interested in that, go to Fathom Events and get your tickets there. I highly recommend it if you're a fan of Disney musicals in general, or anything, especially if you're a Newsies fan and you have not seen it. It is really neat.
All right, so speaking of Newsies, this past weekend was the premiere of Descendants 2. And I'm going to give my quick little review of it. Maybe next week because I didn't see it. So when I do see it, I will give my review since I watched the first one and then gave you the review for that. So look out for my review of Descendants 2 sometime in the future.
Well, I'm sure it's not playing anymore.
Oh, yeah. They're not playing it every day.
And he'll tell you all about the Whoopi. Because I was ready to tell the news that Whoopi had been cast as Ursula, but then I saw that it had already aired, so I was like, oh, never mind.
Oh.
All right, that's in for this episode. You can expect another episode close behind it, whether it's a few days or not. I don't know. We're just going to be really vague about it, and, well, that's how it's going to be, and if you don't like it...
Learn to deal.
Exactly. We're not really going to talk about where we're going to be. We might be in the park. We might not. Who knows?
Well, we already said, the 29th when everything comes back to life, so that's the day right there.
So, you're looking at pretty much, you're going to get a report on the reopening of the train, dinosaurs, river, all that stuff, plus MaxPass. You'll be hearing all about that in the 100th episode coming the second week in August. So look forward to that. Stay tuned.
It'll be fantastical.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we're going to be doing it at Tim's.
Oh yeah, they're coming to my house.
Yes.
I got space.
There you go. More room and snacks.
Yes,
we do have snacks, and Diggs is frying corn dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So real quick, in lieu of our normal social medias, we just want to get Dan and Tim's information real quick.
I can be found on Twitter and Instagram at Danzig77, DANSZIG77.
You can find me on Facebook. I'm the only one on the whole book with Tim Fresh-1 ONE. Or you can check out one of my groups like Mouse Lovers 1313. We're not one of those like stuffed up groups that you can't say a bad word here or there. We're like normal people that like Disney.
Cool.
So I'll do it real quick for this end of this quick episode. Until next time, remember, it's not over until you listen to the next episode, unless you don't. So for Marissa Tomei, John Rhys Davies, and Wilford Brimley, I'm Anthony.
I'm Dan.
I'm still Tim.
I'm Diggs.
That's all of us. Bye.
We're doomed.
This podcast is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. Audio, sound bites, and other clips are property of their copyright holders. All original stuff is ours and property of MousePIRE.com.
The Monster Mash. They're phantasmicking everything.
It was a joke, son.
The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash.
Stroke.